Hi, welcome back. This is Ben Baxter with Accent Software, continuing on our manufacturing series for Microsoft Dynamics NAV. Hopefully you've enjoyed some of our other videos as well, but we do have quite a selection, so be sure to browse through our videos, subscribe to our channel, and like our videos if you enjoy the content. And don't feel at all shy to share the videos. We really appreciate that, to let everyone know this content is out here. Today we're going to be walking through some of the different reordering policies and how they work with the Dynamics NAV MRP planning worksheet within the manufacturing module. So I've gone ahead and set up some items, pretty simple items, so understand that there's a big difference and big flexibility within the planning engine itself, but you do start with 4 reordering policies. So they are fixed reorder quantity, maximum quantity, order, and lot for lot. Now, this one is set up for lot. I have an item set up in each of the 4 categories just so you can see how some of the reactions occur within the system based on information in the system. But I'm not going to walk through all of the fun aspects of tailoring each of these 4 reordering policies to match your business. That's something we do on a one-on-one engagement where we analyze your business, understand your process and your workflow, and then really fine-tune the system so that it's giving you the best recommendations it can to really make your system shine, really make it work for you instead of the other way around. So with that being said, I'm going to come back to the planning worksheet. So this is the Mrp Engine, MPS engine in Dynamics NAV. And the option I'm going to pick is this Calculate Regenitive Plan. This is where I have the options to run the MPS or the MRP, and we can give you further descriptions of each of those. And then I want to start with a nice big time horizon. The time horizon generally should be your longest lead time, so you don't want to make sure you have a 2-week time horizon and a 4-week lead time, because every order you create, every purchase you make will be late. So make sure your time horizon encompasses your longest lead time or your longest build time. Now I've gone ahead and filtered this to the 3,000 range items. Those are the 4 items that I have set up in the system for each of the different reordering policies. So I'm going to go ahead and run this, and you see I get a very limited selection because I'm running it on a filtered set of items. Now I have some production items and I have a purchased item, and I'll walk through what some of those differences are. So you'll notice that I have 2 lines for the same item, and you may be thinking, well, wait a minute, why is the system doing that? Well, within my time horizon, which was I think 2 months, something like that, I have the capability of having 2 orders need to be created within that. So I have the same item being created on 2 different production orders because of what we call lot for lot. And so this item is set with the lot for lot, meaning it groups sales demand and then produces enough to meet the sales demand within a lot accumulation period. So a time-sensitive production run. My window on that was fairly short, 1 week. So if I go ahead and look at the order tracking for this first line, I see that there's 1 order for a quantity of 1. Okay, so that's the first one. And then the second line, if I look at the order tracking for it, I have 2 sales orders with quantities of 3 and 4 respectively. So I get a total of 7. So the system is telling me that I need to create on different dates. One is the due date of the 10th and the other is the due date of the 19th. Quantity for 1 and a quantity for 7. Now maybe I know my system better and I know our production environment, and creating just this amount or having it sit for an extra 9 days is not going to be a big deal. So I can always adjust this as I need to, but that's where those 2 recommendations came from. So it grouped the demand for a specific time period and said you need to produce 1 item. And then it grouped the demand for a second period of time within my time horizon and said I need to produce 7 to meet the demand for that period of time. So that's where those two came from. So let's keep going. This is a subassembly for a make to stock item, and it's telling me I need to make 200. Why? It shows that I have 45 available, so I have supply of 45. But I don't necessarily know why I need to, oops, wrong button. I need to look over here on my warning. So if I click this, it's going to show me I have a reorder point of 100 and a reorder quantity of 200. So that means because 45 is less than 100, I need to make 200 more. If I had 90 on hand, I would make 200. If I had 1 on hand, I'd make 200. So the reorder point and the reorder quantity are coming into play here, and it's telling me I need to buy or build 200. So this is not related to anything that this item is doing, not related to anything else. It's simply based on a stock level. And I have a whole video on just make to stock, so check it out, look through our channel and find that one. The next is a subassembly make to order, MTO. You'll notice the numbers are 1 and 7. Well, this is a subassembly that's part of this finished good. So when I'm making 1 for this item, I'm also making a 1-to-1 relationship for this one. And if I look at the order tracking, it's going to tell me there's a planning line with a quantity of 1, and it's related to a sales order with a quantity of 1. So it's telling me the entire chain, not just the chain for this one, but the entire chain. What is driving the planning line that's driving this one? So that's the same thing for this one. You'll see there's a planning line for 7, which is being driven by the 2 sales orders for 3 and 4 respectively. So the make to order environment is giving me the full chain, and if this was 4 levels deep, I would see that being played out here. Just depends on how you set up the system. It's very important that you talk to a partner that knows manufacturing so that you get this right, because it becomes very tough to understand if you don't get the mechanics of how it works. But once you get it set up and you understand the mechanics, it's a dream, because it's going to make the recommendations you would have made looking at the same amount of data. And it'll continue to make those recommendations until the data changes or until you change it. So, and again, the planning worksheet, it's making a recommendation. It's not making a decision for you. It's not carrying anything out. It is simply making a recommendation based on what the system is telling it. Okay, so that's a make to order. We also have a separate video on just the make to order environment, so check that one out. Look through our channel and find that one. And then the last one is a raw material with a max quantity. Now this one I have set up as a purchase. It's not something we build, just something we buy. And I have a quantity of 310. Well, 310 doesn't match up to 200. It doesn't match up to 1 and 7. Where's the 310 coming from? Well, if I go ahead and click on my warning over here, it's going to show me I have a reorder point of 200. And we have a net available of 190. So I know that I'm below my reorder point. And then this item is a maximum inventory. There's only a certain amount of space that this item can take up in our warehouse. So the maximum we can have on hand is 500. So 310 plus 190 for those math whiz people out there, that's 500. So what the system is doing is telling me I'm below my reorder point, figure out what it will take to get up to my maximum inventory amount and make that purchase. Now it would be the same thing if this was a production item. It would tell me to produce 310 to bring us up to that maximum inventory quantity. So we're filling the amount of space that item can take up in our warehouse every time we fall below a certain stock level or reorder point. So with that being said, at this point I would just simply carry it out, and we're going to have it create a couple production orders, create a purchase order, and off it goes in the system. But understand that there's a lot of different layers to this, a lot of different setup options and flexibility within this. We're really just covering the tip of the iceberg here to understand more about everything about how to make it date sensitive, how to make it not date sensitive, how to make the quantities match up with what you would do in your shop. That's where you got to give us a call. So we're a phone call away, email away. Check out our website, use our form on there to contact us, whatever it takes. Just make sure that you reach out to someone who knows manufacturing and knows how to get your system set up and working for you. So with that being said, I wish you good luck and hope you watch some of our other videos. If you like this video, if you like our content, like the video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with as many people as you can. Thank you very much. Bye.